You told me they shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes.
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a revolver.
If they shot you in the eye, you wouldn't be talking to me right now, because most likely you'd be dead.
Second person on the list is Ryan Waller. He wasn't so fortunate, as his tale has a truly horrifying conclusion after he was brought for questioning with a bullet stuck in his head.
You told me they shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes.
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a revolver.
If they shot you in the eye, you wouldn't be talking to me right now, because most likely you'd be dead.
What do you think about Ryan? Is he telling the truth or officer is right? Actually, Ryan was telling the truth, as this 18 years old Ryan was questioned by the detectives. He was going through real pain of gunshot in his head, which is why his brain is bleeding, and he would die any moment here. Flashback to the past and see what actually happened to Ryan. 23rd December 2006, two men broke into Ryan's house to take a revenge of any old argument happened between them. Ryan heard a noise at the door, but when he went to open the door and see who was out there, a hand with a gun reached near to his face and straight two shots into his eye. Two men named Richie and Larry Carver entered his house and shot Ryan's girlfriend Heather, which causes her death instantly. But miraculously, this 19-year-old kid survived, and he literally talked to police on their arrival. Due to shot in his head, he was asked what happened here, and he said he has no idea. Instead of taking him to hospital, he was taken to police station and interrogated him in his most hardest hours of his life ever. Before the interview, Ryan has to wait 20 minutes of pain, and the worst part is that he was handcuffed to the desk. And he was unable to scream for help. Ryan was not feeling good, but the detectives begin to interrogate him.
You know why you're down here, Ryan?
No,
You have no idea why you're down here. I don't know what happened, okay?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I just want to go to sleep and go to sleep.
What happened last night?
I really don't.
It was in the house when you went to sleep.
Christina and Heather.
Christina was on the couch.
Heather was.
Heather was on the couch.
Yes.
You told me Christina was on the couch. That's a minute ago.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I just want to go and go to sleep, man.
You're not gonna go anywhere. You know what happened at your house last night.
Why, what happened?
I don't know what happened. You're all beat up. So tell me what happened. There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead.
Yes.
Heather, the girl on the couch, is dead.
I don't know. If she's on the couch, she's dead.
Well, these people came over. Richie and his dad, shooting arrow-blowing darts. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They hit me and her with those, that's it. And Heather wasn't there. Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather.
And then what happened?
And that it, Richie and his dad tried to break in the back.
Richie and Dad. His dad. Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name.
He used to live there.
Was he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
They hit you.
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather.
No, Richie and his dad.
Why?
Because they're trying to get their stuff. I don't know.
And they had some kind of bow and arrows.
They each had 2 revolvers, and they didn't left any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers.
That's what I meant. They have revolvers.
They have revolvers.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Then they shot us those.
They shot both of you.
Yeah.
Where did they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
You got me shot in the eye.
I think so.
With the revolver.
I think. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Then what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot, Ryan.
I don't, man, and I really don't.
Ryan is being questioned like a child in a very low voice and simplified language by the detective. Clears that detective can sense that Ryan is not feeling well. Even if the detective can't see the red dry blood mark on his face, he is still questioning him, and he seems that nothing is wrong. As said by Ryan, there was one more person who is not public, but as you seek in the condition of Ryan is in traumatic brain injury. There is no possibility that there was any Christina in that house at that time. But shockingly, why the detective is not thinking about the way Ryan is answering the question in painful voice and asking for bed to sleep continuously. Detective should call the doctor for and give him a proper checkup, but instead it is getting more messed up. As I see that the detective is trying to make Ryan speak fluently and just see Ryan in the beginning, he doesn't know anything. But now he is telling what happened last night, with the names of the shooters with a bullet in his brain. Ultimately, the detective comes to sense by looking his face condition closely that he is in physical distress, and leaves the room and asks for the ambulance. Ryan gets his blood pressure checked. Ultimately, after 56 minutes of needless and deadly interrogation, Ryan was taken to hospital after being analyzed by doctors. The hospital reports that due to delay in treatment, Ryan suffered an infection in his brain that prevented him from undergoing immediate surgery to remove bullets. Ryan spent 35 days in the hospital, due to which he suffered permanent brain damage, and he lost his left eye. In 2016, Ryan unfortunately died by taking his own life. Richie and Larry were both in prison for their whole life. The detective was also sentenced 3 years in prison. The last one comes Reed Duran. He was facing punishment of jail for 30 years due to attacking a cop. He was arrested in elementary school after he was acting to be the father of a kindergartner, and when he was taken in front of kids, he failed to name the kids correctly. On that spot, he was arrested and taken to police station for interrogation. Reed clearly tells the officer that he tempted one of the children by candy laced with tranquilizers. He kidnapped them when they feel unconscious. After that, he realized that detective had made enough questions. Now he made a bid to get escape. Officer asked to put hands behind your head, but he picked the pen and attempted to stab the officer. Unfortunately, officer's fast reflexes helps him to take him down instantly. In fact, pen is not the most effective weapon. Anyway, Reed got arrested and charged with kidnapping children. Reed escape didn't work for him. He's currently awaiting trial and facing up to 30 years in prison. His escape obviously didn't end very well for him.
Let's start with 27 years old criminal risking life in jail after shooting a 17 years old boy. The officers were feeling difficult to handcuff Thomas, but as he got controlled a bit, as the officer leans over to handcuff Thomas to the seat, he glanced to a gun on the officer's holster, and he gets an idea to steal the gun. He then looked at the CCTV camera in the interrogation room. Then he suddenly tried to grab the gun from cop's holster, but due to safety features built into the holster, he wasn't able to get it out. He fails to get the gun out of holster. As the noise increased in the room, 2 more officers entered the room with tasers to catch him. He was then restrained by the officers without further issues, and it was clear that he was trying to escape the scene. But stop. Listen what Thomas was saying when the officers were controlling him. He was saying something you cannot imagine. He was saying, "Kill me, kill me, kill me." This means that he made this radical move just to scare the officers to shoot him and spare him.